and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to is light. Let's keep the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watch from afar. There is nowhere to go back and nowhere to go. It's all delusional. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. It was was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The down inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it. Unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case.
Hey everyone! Hi. I'm doing Streamsekai this week. I didn't do it last week. I forgot to close my window, so you're probably getting the street noise. Give me one sec. There we go. That's gonna be a lot better to deal with. Hey Trom! Hey Michelangelo Stark! Nice to see ya. Hey Golnick! I should probably put on some background music, shouldn't I? Where is some chill, copyright-free streaming music? There's some chill stream music. Let's do that. But yeah. Welcome. This is Streamsekai. Let me explain. Streamsekai is a live roleplay event where we play the Konosuba TRPG, a D6-based tabletop role-playing game based on the anime of the same name. I, Carson, will guide you through this adventure as GM, while you, the chat, play as a player character Korin Kadoya. Make decisions together in an adventure through this wonderful world. The vibe of this adventure is a chill comedy, so expect lots of lighthearted moments and slice-of-life situations with action and combat mixed in. Except this session is actually a boss fight, so... this is our boy Korin. A 25-year-old American-Japanese man who moved to Tokyo for college, but has spent the last years in NEET. After his sudden death, a mysterious goddess sent him to another world as an adventurer. He was given a set of trading cards that lets him change class to one whose card he owns once per combat encounter, or any time outside of combat. Korin's abilities and skills are also tied to booster packs he receives on Level Up. You're also journeying with your absolute friend, Mura. She's a lovable purple-scaled kobold companion. They're a rune knight with a great sword, double their size, and will be able to buff you in combat, though they do ask that any gems you get as loot go to them. While all the kobolds in this world are more like bipedal dogs, Mura is a more familiar lizard-like kobold, though a lot cuter, of course. But yeah, I put the commands in the title of the stream for everyone. Give me one sec. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to double check because I don't see it on my... Okay, I did. Fantastic. You can also get Korin's character sheets if you want more detailed information. Everything you generally need is up there on the little card that I made. But yeah, you all play as this guy. Anyways... I just got to make sure that we have enough people to play. So... That's not how you spell participate. Sorry if I got a bit of a cough. I'm just getting over being sick. There we go. If you want to participate, just put a 1 in chat. If you just want to watch, put a 2 in chat. Just gotta wait for 3 people who want to participate, and then that way, we can start. I hope everyone else has been doing well. I got off of school. I thought it would be early today, which class ended early today, but I spent like half an hour talking with the teacher, so I ended up getting out at around the same time I usually would. You know what? I'm gonna get a cough drop. Usually when you have a cough, you want to drop that cough, so this will make it easier to do that. Am I enjoying the classes? Absolutely. God, I am enjoying the classes so much. Already, I've been in class for a week and a bit, and I've learned so much about just acting in general. I've talked about this before, but I've done an audition for, there we go, a Steam game, just before I started school. The auditions ended like 4 days before classes started. So I put my stuff in, didn't get the role, did like a week of classes, not even a week, 2 days worth of classes, and I realized, shit, I fucked up this audition. Marcus, thank you so much for subscribing. Here, since it's before play, I will give you a doot of some sort. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. There we go. I got the guitar. Give you a dude to drift. I wish I could play drift. I'm trying to learn this one. Let's see. 3, 5, 7, 8. There we go. And the Foxo fell. Come on, Foxo. That thing can stay on the ground. Okay, I believe it goes like... No, it's dun 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 dun. Ah, fuck it. I'll just give you Black Parade. There we go. I'm not fast enough to play Holy Orders, unfortunately. Oh, you're also getting a look at my pop filter. Let's tilt that a bit. There we go. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just give you Black Parade as a good quote, yeah. Nice to see you, RDF. Let's make sure I have my notes. Session notes. Episode. I forgot to write a recap for last week's episode. No, that's fine. I'll just bullshit it. I'm good at that. Alright, it looks like we have enough people to start, so... nothing to it but to do it, I guess. There is one thing I'm going to adjust, though. And I'm going to edit the stream info. I'm going to add Konosuba as a tag. And TRPG as a tag. Because this is Konosuba TRPG. Same vibe as Anyways, Here's Wonderwall. That's fair. Alright. So, poll is finished. We have enough players. Which means I can put on the weapon bar. And we can begin. What song am I going to use for the recap? What's a good recap song? How about... Nah, Django Django is my ending theme. What am I going to use to recap our story? How about... Oh shit, actually, we're in a boss fight, so let's do something a bit more energetic. Like... There we go. My name is Korn Kadoya. On my way home from Nakano Broadway, I was crushed by a falling aircraft part and reincarnated as an adventurer in another world with a set of magic trading cards that lets me change my abilities. When we got back to town, there was an emergency quest that every adventurer had to join. I walked around and saw a lot of familiar faces. Godiva and Bianca from... Godiva and Bianca from the Grocer and Busher, Patia from the Blacksmith, and even this one guy who was in a tracksuit. His name was Takeshi. Turns out he was a level 1 adventurer who was just starting out, and his first quest was the one that I gave him to see Froggy and Frogger. A giant swarm of cabbages was attacking the town. Apparently, cabbages in this world are migratory and they don't grow in the ground. So this is the harvest. Every adventurer has to collect at least one cabbage to fulfill the quest. And each cabbage pays out 10,000 eris, which will let me pay for my inn tonight. The fight was fierce. Cabbages were attacking all around, every single person that I knew. We popped by Dunnan and we got some vegetables to cap up my magic and went to work. And Takeshi was the tank, even though he is a thief. The cabbages beat the shit out of him. It was really sad to see. It's not something that you want to happen to anyone that you know, just being pounded on by cabbage. But you know what? Mura and I, we did the job, we got them off of him, and cleared one wave. There were 2 more left, though. And just as we were about to attack the second wave, a giant glob of mucus landed on the cabbage, followed by a giant toad. Turns out Froggy and Frogger saw that we were in a bit of a spot and decided to come help us. Fueled by our new friends taking out the second wave, we charged towards the third. The third wave was interrupted by none other than our rival Dojan, who, in a not-so-dick move, which is really weird for him, stopped all of them in traps, poisoned them, stunned them with lightning, and had us take out the rest, even giving us the cabbage. It looked like our victory was complete. The swarm of cabbage went off, and we had 7 of them. However, the ground rumbled, and up from the depths rose a swarm of purple cabbages, attacking every adventurer that was in its way. And a giant purple cabbage arose finally. A booming voice echoed that since his Toad army failed due to Frogger turning coat, he would take over Axeltown with the cabbages. Defeat Axeltown by having that which they eat them. It was then that we had to fight the giant cabbage. Okay, so that's That's where we're at. So, let's roll for how much cabbage do you, Froggy, Frogger, and Dojan have to take out? Oh, you can't hear the music? Great. Just pretend that this was happening while I was speaking. It was good music, I swear. We'll keep this as the battle music then. I haven't used it up. Alright. You currently have your warrior card equipped. And you're facing down... Let's roll some d6. Let's say you have... Oh, I rolled minimum. Okay, so, you have 6 purple cabbages blocking your way to the giant cabbage. And the silence sort of punctuated the situation. Fair. Alright, so there are 6 cabbages, 6 purple cabbages in between you and the giant purple cabbage. I will say that they're in groups of... You know what? They're all going to attack you at once. They're about, like, 10 feet away from you. How do you want to go about this? Dojan pipes up. Well, if we have to fight cabbages, I guess it's not so bad if we have to fight the fabulous-looking ones. Ain't making this easy? No, but you have help. It's you, Froggy, Frogger, Muda, and Dojan. There's 5 of you right now. If you want, you can attack them from afar. You do have... Give me one sec. This is my bad. These spells. They can only attack one enemy each. They're not area of effect spells, but they are able to be cast from far away. While you're a warrior as well. Anyone in chat have any ideas? You have 6 cabbages that you need to fight. Do you want to engage them right now? Did you want to talk to your party members? Or did you want to fight? Circle of Flame is actually... Think of it like Hold Person, but with fire. It creates a magic circle out of scorching fire, encircling the target, dealing 2d6 plus 10 damage, and holding them in place for a turn. They can roll an opposing save to take half damage and escape, but it's a single person, spicy hold person. Everyone gets 1 cabbage, except for Dojan. They can handle 2. Is that what you want to do? Any other ideas? Think you just go slicing? I'm seeing a lot of attack the cabbages in chat. So let's roll. Well, I don't think I need to roll, I just have to do it by action points. So, what does Corrin have for his warrior action points? Corrin has 4. So I just need to get the initiative order ready. Okay, Corrin. What does Muda have? Muda has 3, so you move before Muda. Dojan has 8, so Dojan moves before you. Froggy has 5. God, I used flags on the book now, so I can actually find stuff decently quickly. I'm very, very excited about that. Alright. We'll say that Frogger will move with Froggy. And the cabbages have 5. So I will say encounter moves after Froggy and Frogger. Sure, us and the rival versus Big Cabbage and everyone else against smaller cabbages? Well, the smaller cabbages are blocking your way. So, I mean, you can try to go around them. If that's what you want to do. Give me 1 sec. You've also got Takeshi, actually. I forgot about him. He's level 1. So he's a bit fragile, but he can probably help. What are his action points? His action points are 11, so he goes first. You would provoke 6 attacks of opportunity if you want to go through, so, I mean, you're allowed to do that. How do we wanna do this? Everyone takes a cabbage. Go around while everyone else. Sorry, go around and fight Big Cabbage. While everyone else fights Small. Or plow through small cabbages to get to Big Cabbage. There we go. Marcus, you forget something.
Felix taught me to DM.
Also, remember, I killed you once before. You had to roll a death save. I had to kill you to get... No, not even! Well, actually, yes, I had to kill you to get the plot going, but I also killed you later after you tried to tank an ice and fire attack. If I ended here, I would give you a chance of redemption, because then I would have no more Streamsekai. Oh, I'd have Streamsekai. It just wouldn't be with Korin. Can't wait to be double isekai'd by Cabbage. I mean, it looks like everyone takes the Cabbage is the popular vote right now. Cabbage guy? My cabbages! Yeah, you'd just be leaving a kobold with no best friend. Alright. Looks like we're going through. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone takes cabbage. You look at the wall of cabbage, and you realize that maybe it's a good idea for everyone to take one. Takeshi didn't do so well against the cabbages, and like, somebody fighting all 6 isn't the best idea. So, with a bout of leadership, Korin steps forth and announces, "Everyone!" Everyone perks up. These purple cabbages don't seem normal. I don't think that it's a good idea to try and take them all at once. They're already wrapped up in attacking our friends and neighbors, and the other adventurers that were even kind enough to visit Froggy and Frogger. So I think that it would be best for us to each take a cabbage, and we'll meet at the big one. Don't worry if you fall behind. Someone will be there to help you. Now come on! Korin draws his short sword and long spear, and runs toward the swarm of purple cabbages. As he looks back, each person in his party is following suit. Mura is right there beside him, ready to take on a cabbage. Takeshi, even though he's just got here and still in his tracksuit back from before he was isekai, he's got his pocket knife out, ready to strike. Froggy and Frogger are charging forth, bolstered by your speech. And Tojan with a sachet waltzes, well, not waltzes, strolls towards a cabbage. Well, I guess I can only take one. It'll be an exercise of restraint, Tojan says.
Yes. Froggy and I will take 2. After all, we help our friends. And that Lord Dorset seems to be behind all of this, you see.
Froggy and Frogger roll up to their 2 cabbages. Oh, okay, you know what? I can do this. And if I can't, you'll help me, right? Takeshi kind of slinks over to a cabbage. Its face looking a bit less happy than the other cabbages. Looking something like this. And Mura looks up at Korin. Alright, Korin. We've got this. I'll meet you at the big cabbage, okay? Okay. I'll catch you later, Mura. Mura gives Korin a knowing nod and runs towards her cabbage. It's the top of the encounter. Takeshi gets to go first. Takeshi rolls up to his cabbage. And, knowing that he has a power that is really effective against these, just fucking goes for it. Alright, cabbage. I know your weakness. I know that I have the power to beat you. Steel! He holds up his arm, and a blue light pulses around both his arm and the purple cabbage. He goes to attack the cabbage. He rolls a 7 plus his luck, I believe. So that's 7 plus 3 against a lesser cabbage. So a 10 beats it, yeah. You see this light pulsate around the cabbage until it is completely wrapped in this blue light. And after the blue light fades, a couple of leaves fall to the ground as Takeshi is now holding a single non-sentient cabbage. He has stolen the cabbage from the cabbage. Guys! I did it! I did it again! Ha 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 ha! Alright. Next up, in the encounter order, let's take a look, is Dojan. Dojan strolls over just short of a cabbage. Huh. You're not even worth my time, but again, this is an exercise in restraint. I don't need the money, but let's see if I can avoid destroying you. What's Dojan going to do? Dojan's gonna use a skill called Freeze. Give me 1 sec. Or actually, you know what? Dojan's gonna use Flash. Dojan's a Pikachu now. So... Wizard. Where's Flash? That's going to cost 6 MP for Dojan. Okay. Dojan holds their arm out, shrugs a little bit, and draws with their rod what looks like some sort of scribble in the air. Upon further inspection, it looks like some sort of signature. I guess I can give you my autograph, but be warned. Bearing witness to it can be absolutely smiting. And Dojan goes to attack the cabbage with a flash. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus their magic attack. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So magic check is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 against the cabbages. There it is. 6, 11. So the cabbage gets hit by this flash. Let's take a look at how much damage Dojan does with it. So that was 2d6 plus 5 light damage. That's 16. That's 14. With this blinding flash, Dojan has written their autograph in the air. This autograph explodes right in front of the cabbage, blasting off a couple of its leaves, but the cabbage still remains, though looking a bit worse for wear. It seems my restraint has paid off. Maybe I will do this without completely obliterating you. However, the cabbage is now intimidated by Dojan and is starting to run away. Playing it off as being on purpose? Absolutely. Dojan knows what they did. It's Froggy and Frogger's turn. And actually, I have to open up a completely different file for this one. I accidentally left Frogger's stat block in the Streamsekai notes for episode 1. I don't know if I've ever told you folks this, but Streamsekai is done in episodes, the way that I write it. And we're currently on episode 3 still. Okay, where are you? Stat block. There's the stat block. Hell yeah. Frogger hops on top of Froggy, riding majestically towards 2 cabbages.
Alright, Froggy. We don't have to play nicely with these ones. We have a time limit. There are people who might enjoy us a bit more if we shave them. So, let's do this fast.
Well, episode 3 in terms of plot, we're on like part 7 or 8 or something. Froggy, never looking anywhere but forward, replies with a knowing giggle. Froggy goes to swallow one of the cabbages in one gulp. So, let me get Froggy's stats. Froggy goes for a 5, 10... Ooh. For 25 to hit. With the intent to swallow the cabbage. The cabbage, I believe, has no... Okay, the cabbage is no chance. I rolled a 5 on the dice. So how much damage does Froggy do? Let's go with... Where are you? Nine. 16. 16 points of damage are taken. Well, I guess 15 because of defense, so... Do... Froggy, while riding forth with Frogger on top of him, strides towards one of the cabbages and lashes out its tongue. The cabbage doesn't have enough time to respond, and with a frightening it gets wrapped up in Froggy's tongue and pulled towards Froggy's gullet. It is now being digested by a satiated Froggy. Meanwhile, Frogger has some shit to do.
I will show these humans the power of Toad kind, you see. With my powers, everyone will understand the superiority of the giant toad race.
Frogger raises his hands and does a couple of signs in the air. Some arcane, some look weirdly familiar.
I cast Catastrophe!
Alright, so Frogger attacks the cabbages. Not just his cabbage, but all the cabbages in the area. For a 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to hit against the cabbages. 10. Dealing 13 points of damage to all the rest of the, of the cabbages. That's 3. sec. Alright. As Frogger signs, every time he completes a cycle of signs, one tadpole rises from the muddy water. He summons a total number of tadpoles that's hard to count, but they encircle each cabbage that's still left on the field. Each tadpole... I know it sounds like I'm stalling, but I'm not. Each tadpole shoots a glob of mucus that drags the cabbages down even further. Once the mucus sticks, the cabbages are stuck to the ground. They can't fly anymore. It's now... Corin's turn. You're faced with a purple cabbage that has been covered in toad mucus. How do you want to take care of it? Oh, actually, nope, never mind, it's not your turn, it's the encounter's turn. My bad. The cabbages could fly, yes. They're migratory, and they don't just roll on the ground. Alright. So each cabbage is going to attack. Dojan. Alright. The cabbage struggles to get up from the toad mucus, and weakly tries to attack Dojan. Dojan gets a bit of toad mucus on their $800... Oh, you know what? 800,000 Eris shoes. Oh, you cad! These shoes cost 800,000 Eris! Could you possibly imagine with your cabbage brain how belittling this is to have a peon like you defeat my fashion sense? The cabbage doesn't get a chance to attack as it goes past Dojan. Another cabbage inside of Froggy's gullet starts bouncing around, trying its best to escape. It is a DC 12 strength check from the cabbage. That's 4. All right, that's unfortunate. Give me 1 sec to... Okay. You see Froggy's belly just sort of... You know, like... You know if there's, like, a sheet of rubber and you poke at it, there's, like, a little outline of your finger? That's what's happening to Froggy's belly right now. Something is trying to escape from it, but it has absolutely no success. And the struggles are getting weaker as it goes from fast to medium speed to just barely showing up on the surface. This cabbage in Froggy's gullet is not doing great. Another cabbage tries to attack Frogger. That's 5 plus 5, that's 10. Against Frogger's dodge. Ooh, okay. So the cabbage that was initially being fought by Frogger shakes off its mucus, covering both Froggy and Frogger with more mucus. Which, you know what? They're already full of it. They don't care. It's like a shower to them. The mucus is rejuvenating and nice. However, in such small amounts, it doesn't give them any health back. And the cabbage goes to tackle Frogger on top of Froggy. So that's 10. All right. The cabbage bounces off of Frogger's noggin. And it leaves like a little welt. It kind of sucks for him.
You dare attack the Toad King? Your cabbage brain can't even begin to assume the low status against the giant toads you see. Even the humans know that it may be beneficial to submit to my research and become giant toads themselves, or at least hybrids like myself. They have the brain power that you do not for defiling me, you see.
Frogger's angry. Frogger's an angry boy. Alright. Next up, a cabbage that you're about to fight gets ahead of you and attacks you first. For a 15. Alright, I'm gonna need an exclamation point 2d6 from chat. That's 6, plus your dodge as a warrior. Is only a 10. You can get hit now, or I'll give you a couple of seconds to use a channel blessing to dodge this cabbage attack. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000. Alright, so as you're running towards this cabbage, it launches at you for 13 points of damage. That's minus your defense. So, you run towards this cabbage, your short sword in the air and your spear pointed forward. You are going to skewer this cabbage like a kebab. The fact that it's on the ground kind of throws you off, though. Because it's been so recently grounded and you were already running, your spear is pointing forwards, and the momentum isn't letting you adjust your angle. The cabbage, seizing this opportunity, rises up just as you pass and bonks you square on the chin for 10 points of damage. Attacking you in your moment of weakness. Unfortunately, you can't parry. And I believe Mura is last. Yeah. So, that's a 10 to hit Mura, and Mura has... a 9. Okay. Mura rushes towards another cabbage as well, right alongside you. She has her greatsword out, kind of mimicking your motion because you're kind of her hero or something. So she's pointing her greatsword forward, trying to skewer this cabbage to impress you. Unfortunately, just like you, the momentum gets too much of her. And she also gets bonked in the chin by a cabbage rising up, taking advantage of this opportunity. Taking a total of 14 minus her defense is... That's not right. That's not right at all. Give me one sec. I forgot to add Mura's armor to her character sheet. There we go. Oh, okay, shit. She takes half damage because of her new armor. It's a good thing you got that for her. Fortunately, Mura's new armor is equipped with a little bit of a neck guard that goes right underneath her cape. It's a fascinating little thing that protects her jugular against all sorts of attacks, cabbage-based or otherwise. Mura takes the attack pretty well. There we go. And now it's Korin's turn. You have been bonked on the throat with a cabbage. Your companions have been slimed with excess toad goo. The cabbage's brains have been insulted. And you and poor Mura have been the victims of the same attack of opportunity. How do you want to deal with this cabbage? What Picadon's damage is? Picadon costs 12 mana points and does a grand oh, actually it's an Archwizard spell. It does 2d6 plus 25 light damage. And if you do it close, like in close quarters, you can add 10 more damage. On the bright side, you have the goodness of being Scourge of Cabbages. Mura last name. You can definitely use Picadon. You also have Circle of Flame, though you will have to roll a luck check if you kill it with the fire to see if you fry the cabbage or not. You can also attack it with your short sword and long spear. Your combined attack does 2d6 plus 14 points of damage. And you can buff that with blessings if you don't want to save them for the big fight. You can also use the downswing skill. I'll remind you folks how the downswing skill works. Downswing lets you add your strength to the damage of your close combat. Now, it doesn't say strength modifier. Like, it doesn't say strength check. So, I'm allowing you to add your strength score of 9 to your attack. With, if you use downswing. So that's an option as well. While I make the poll, any other ideas? How do we destroy this cabbage? Circle of Flame. Pika, Dawn, down, swing, attack, or basic attack, and I'll check the chat. Just thinking of the style of magic, that's fair. Let's kill it with a long knife, I mean short. definitely do that. Alright. Go ahead and vote on your phones or whatever electronic devices you are viewing this on. Oh, and just in case you didn't catch it, the song that's playing right now is called Lily of Steel from Guilty Gear X2. We'll let this go for 2 minutes while I catch up on chat. Unfortunately, by GMing, I can't really see what's going on. Now, let's see. Step cabbage, I'm stuck. You would like to be Isekai? Get a kobold friend? Hell yeah! Trying to be the strategic brain cell? Good, Kolnick. We need those. The chaotic brain cells are fun, but the strategic ones win fights. You love Froggy and Frogger? I'm happy. Takeshi we trust? Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Should be weak to fire? Yes, they are weak to fire, but you need to hand these cabbages in for the harvest, so if you fry them, you have to use a luck check in order to see if they are damaged beyond repair. They're quality episodes? Yeah, so here, I'll actually explain that a bit further. The way that I write Streamsekai, each, I guess, arc that I want to do is an episode, right? So, being Isekai was episode 1, the Frogger Ordeal was episode 2, and the competition with Dojan is episode 3. Feeling a little dizzy, so lying down? I get it. You have a barbarian class, both for raging and cab rage. Oh god, that's great. I love that. Alright, but looks like we're tied between Downswing and Picadon. So I'm going to allow a little bit longer for somebody to break the tie. Sorry, a downswing attack or a basic attack. If someone wants to break the tie, I'll take one more vote. In 1 more minute. If the time active hits 4 minutes, I'm just going to roll odds or evens. That also gives me a little bit more time to catch up on chat. Oh, cabbages are attacking Dojan. You wish. Better this one than the big one? Yeah. Why couldn't we have gotten Isekai into Pokemon? Actually, I forget who it was. I'd have to double check. I don't think it was Ziv. I think it was a different streamer. They're doing a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop stream. It's not like a Twitch plays or anything, but it's a good one. Go. Or are the others so much better than us at this? To be fair, Takeshi has Steel, which these things are weak against. Okay, looks like I'm rolling. So, let's go odds or downswing, evens or basic attack. That's odds, we're doing a downswing attack. Alright. Insulted that this cabbage, with its cabbage brain, was able to think of a way to attack you in a strategic position. That gets your blood boiling. You want to show this thing up. You want to destroy it in 1 hit. Because this cabbage is a fucking bitch. So, downswing costs some mana. Some mana that is 5. That was almost a sentence. You may now add your strength score to your damage. So, I'm going to ask for 2d6s in chat to attack this cabbage that wronged you and your friends. These cabbages that got toad muck on Dojan's 800,000 Eris shoes. That had the audacity to think themselves superior to Froggy and Frogger. To attack Mura and you right on your necks. That's 7 plus your attack score, which is 12. Now, how is this cabbage going to be able to dodge this? That's only a 10, I believe. Let's double check. Yes, that's only a 10. So, I'm going to need a damage roll from somebody in chat. I'm going to need 2d6s. Oh, you got a crit. Okay, so this is the first time that chat has crit, I believe. I think only Mura has crit before. I'm gonna play by Fool's Gold rules, where I'm going to let you roll 1d6. And if you get another 6, we're going into overtime. Confirm your crit, Kolnick. Oh, just d6, sorry. That's a 2, but you do crit. So I'm going to be doubling your damage. So that's 24 points of damage, plus your strength, which is 33 points of damage, minus this cabbage's defense, which I haven't told you because you haven't identified the cabbage. How is this going to play out? Okay, I'm excited. On this field of battle, your allies are fighting their hardest, being mocked at every turn by these purple cabbages that you believe Lord Dorsus has sicked upon Axeltown. Seeing all your friends and neighbors entangled in a fight against these purple cabbages after being exhausted by the harvest that was to bring the town food. In this moment of an overabundance of violence, a rage rises in your heart. This cabbage needs to pay. This cabbage can have absolutely no chance. This insulting cabbage, this purple menace, this atrocity of a vegetable must pay. With a deep breath, you breathe in and point your spear to the sky and point your short sword towards the ground. I gotta go back a little bit for this. You then breathe out, and it seems as though your arms are making mirror images as you switch them, and cross your short sword and your spear together. I'm going to need a perception check from the chat. I'm going to need 2d6, please. Okay, that's 11. And I'm going to need a mind check. So another 2d6, please. One more 2d6 from chat, please. Anyone can do it. That's an 8. Okay. You can see as your rage slows your breathing and your focus, more focused than you have been since you arrived in this wonderful world. There's an electric crackle in the air. This focus has done something to you. As minute as it is, as hairline as these crackles are, you look deep inside yourself and understand that this is coming from you. And as you load your barrage of attacks into this cabbage, it bursts out. Your flurry of blows crackles across the battlefield. Each cabbage in the vicinity is arced by this attack. You've completely obliterated this cabbage, and each cabbage that follows arcs and feels something inside of it. An electric impulse that's yearning to burst forth. And it does so. As each cabbage around you, after you've obliterated this one, just completely destroyed it, absolutely fucked it up, takes half of the damage that you've dealt. Dojan has no recourse but to watch as the cabbage that insulted him blows up and sprays toad mucus on his 800,000 Eris shoes again. That's impossible! I could barely finish mine off. How? Frogger's cabbage, as it tries to attack him, it explodes right in front of him.
I don't understand. How? He was only able to attack one.
Mura getting ready to probably bisect this other cabbage. Sees is just about when she completes her downswing. The cabbage is already gone. Leaves scattered in its wake. Corin, that was incredible. Takeshi looks in awe at you, but also kind of annoyed. I thought I was strong. I thought I was able to defeat these things in just one hit. What the hell? You look behind yourself at your friends as this lightning also arcs between dozens more. In fact, I'm going to ask for a magic check, which is a stat that only I can see right now because you don't have the character sheet. Actually, it's just a mind check. Okay, your magic check is a mind check. How many cabbages do you hit with this? I'm gonna need 2d6 from chat. Okay. There's a boom as this lightning arcs across the battlefield, crackling between 24 different cabbages. Not exploding the ones that are too far away, but making the fight easier for the folks that you love from town. The defense of Axeltown is in a better state because of what you've done. You look behind you and smile to your companions. This, right here, this fighting spirit, This feeling that we all share right now. This is the path of otaku. And you stride forward towards the giant purple cabbage that started this all. Your companions bolstered, knowing that they have seen the power of otaku. Alright. That was... I'm gonna have to pin this one. That was a really cool crit that you did. Keep in mind, that's the level that I'm going to expect from a regular crit. You walk towards the giant purple cabbage. The sounds of combat ring across the battlefield. Purple cabbages being slain, popping because of your breathing technique attack. You know that this is the final battle of the day. This will show the town and any who live there that Korin Kadoya, Mura, Dojan, Froggy and Frogger, and Takeshi are all a force to be reckoned with. As you wind up your weapons on the way there, making sure that you are in a perfect stance to take this thing out, the giant purple cabbage notices you and prepares for its final bout. Your friends are beside you. You're filled with determination. And because of that, you get first attack. So go for it. How do you want to start this fight? I see a Picadon. Anyone else in chat have ideas? Or do you want to confirm Picadon? Circle of Flame is a good option too. Gotta roast this cabbage? Hell yeah. Oops, that's the wrong tab. Okay, so I'll put up a poll. It looks like it's either Picadon or Circle of Flame. So... I'm gonna be nice to you, and I'm gonna do something that you folks forgot. There you go. Vote now on your electronic devices. See if I can make this nicer. See if I can make this sound cooler. There we go. So nice of me, you thought I came from the Felix School of DMing? Felix lets us have fun once in a while. I come from the Felix School, but I take my own trades. I'm not afraid to kill you, but you're gonna have fun leading yourself to the grave. Alright. It looks like we're changing our class to Wizard, then going for a Pikachu. So, give me 1 sec to adjust your stats. Alright. If you add 3 blessings to Pikachu's damage, you can. You can use up to 3. So, let's make sure it hits first. Bolstered by your success on the field of battle. And with this surprise attack, you line up your strongest attack, channeling the pain that you felt when you fucking died. The pain that got you this Pikachu, this Pikachu attack. You raise your short sword to the sky and channel the power that you were reincarnated into this world with. As the darkness of the battlefield unfolds, there is a break in the clouds. Breathing in and breathing out, a circle appears on the battlefield. And in the break in the clouds. How would you like to use your blessings? You would like to use them on damage, or on your attack, or both. You can use 3 blessings per roll. If you use 3 on both, you'll only have 1 blessing left. I got 2 votes for both. Okay. As you breathe, you think about the goddess that brought you here. Her flowing pink hair, her blue outfit, the casual sparkle that was in her very presence. You close your eyes and contemplate for a moment. Then open them. Lock eyes with the giant purple cabbage. And shout, Pika Dawn! Alright, I'm going to need a few rolls from you, chat. First of all, I'm going to need 1 2d6 and 1 just d6. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's going to be added to your next 2d6 roll to hit. I'll need 1 more 2d6 from chat, please. That's 9. That's 9 plus 12 is 21. Plus your magic check, which is 5 for 25. All right, I'm gonna roll for the giant cabbage's dodge. Let's see if it can do it. It gets 3d6 for its dodge. 26? I could have miscounted. Yeah, it would be 26. Whoops. 1 fell on the floor, so that one gets re-rolled. Okay. That's 14 plus its dodge is 19. It's not going to dodge this. This circle that you've made on the battlefield is pinpointed to its location. And as the circle starts to raise in intensity, it breaks up into separate smaller circles that descend further and further down. The arcane infrastructure interwoven into your attack is now descending, firing a focused laser. I'll give you the opportunity to walk forward if you want. Or would you rather do it from here? Would someone in chat please explain for Bandicoot? I got 2 votes for walking forward. Three votes for walking forward. As you yell, Picadon, you start walking forward. The light from your short sword, channeling into this magic that is being cast. I'm going to need a 2d6 roll. Alright. That's 33 so far. I'm going to need a 2d6 and a d6. Okay, so I can't count that as a crit because it wasn't in the same grouping. I'm sorry. But that's full damage. Well, not full damage. It's a lot of damage. That's like the flex tape guy sawing the boat in half. That was a lot of damage. So that's 6, 7, 8, plus 25. 33. 39. 41. 47. As your Picadon rains down on this giant cabbage, a concentrated bolt of pure light hits your sword, and directing your short sword down. No. You're not into just attacking this one. As you step forward, your light is turned into a horizontal sweep attack. And you run towards this giant purple cabbage and slash at it and everything in the vicinity of it. There are a few smaller cabbages that weren't engaged in anyone flying towards the giant cabbage to offer assistance. Those cabbages don't exist anymore. As your Picadon attack decimates. However, the giant purple cabbage is still standing. That was the right defense, right? Nope, it was one more. There we go. The giant purple cabbage towers above you. You were so caught up in the moment that you didn't realize this giant cabbage is around 50 feet tall, floating above the battlefield, like a monolith, like a flying tower. The damage that you've just done, though, has caused an entire section of it to break off and fall down towards the battlefield. I'm going to need an agility check from everyone. Including your companions. So I need 2d6 from chat, please. That's 10 plus 2. That's a 12. So give me one sec. Okay. This giant cabbage's top part, in your rage, has started sliding towards your party. Because you stepped forward, you're able to dodge this. But it's falling on all of your companions. Froggy, Frogger, Mura, and Dojan, and Takeshi are all under the shadow of this giant slice of kimchi. This monster is a 50-foot by 50-foot cube. This is a 50-foot wide chunk of cabbage raining on your party members. They're not fast enough to get away from it. Well, it seems I must step in to my own harm. I'll not let innocence be destroyed by these monsters. Korin! Dojan yells at you. How do you want to reply to Dojan? Dojan, do what you need to do. Just please protect them. It seems you come from a universe that gives a fuck. Very well. Looks like I will take the spotlight. Dojan raises their staff into the air as the shadow of this giant cabbage gets bigger. Mura has her sword at the ready, hoping, sadly, incorrectly hoping, that she might be able to chop through this. Froggy and Frogger look resigned to their fate. But Dojan uses some spell that you have not seen before. There is a rip, a tear, above the battlefield. And below Dojan, Mura, Froggy, and Frogger. It seems as though they're walking on what looks to be a galaxy. Lights swirl as they're caught in between these two portals. Mura, you're not needed where I'm going. Korin needs you most. So be off, now! And there's a portal of sorts that drags Mura through and to you. Dojan has teleported Mura to your side. And as the giant piece of cabbage falls, it falls through the top portal, above Dojan, Froggy, and Frogger. Not to be seen. It goes through space and time to a place of your unknowing. You can't perceive where this hole leads, but it's definitely not here. Froggy and Frogger are also taken through the hole. Though you see them quite a bit further back. They're still on the battlefield, though away from the party. And as the holes close down, Dojan gives a flourish of their staff before collapsing to the ground. A pale rainbow sparkle, causing their features to start fading, being obscured by a galaxy swirl. It seems as though they're a glitch on TV, a texture out of place. It seems as though Dojan is being removed from the world. That was everything that I could give, Corin. The rest is up to you. I do hope that you prevail, and maybe think of me. Dojan. Corin, we have to stop this and save Dojan! It's the cabbage's turn. Alright. What's the buff that this thing gets? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, 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 boy. Alright. I'm sorry about this. $15, $25. This thing has a passive ability. I hope you can beat a 25 with your dodge. So I'm gonna need 2d6. That's a 7. That's a 10. I'll give you an opportunity to either use channel point blessings. No, I have to stick by my rules. You can use channel point blessings. In order to beat this, you would have to roll 15. So I would need 2 6s. And then also you would have to use an Eris Blessing to reroll that too. To get above a 5. So I'll give you the option. Channel point blessings aren't working? Okay. You redeemed an Axis Blessing. So you can add a d6. No worries, I'll be nice about this. You would need both Axis Blessings and Eris Blessing, so I'll do that. Marcus, I need you to roll another d6 as well. And then I'll also do this for you, Bandicoot. And Bandicoot, you roll a d6. Unfortunately, you didn't beat it, because the Eris Blessing was to reroll that too. You changed it to a 3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for your original dodge check. Plus 4. Plus 4 with the initial Axis Blessing is 14. Re-rolling that 2 gives you an extra 1 for 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Go ahead, Kolnick, you can re-roll the lowest roll. So that would be that 3. That brings up by 2 points, which is an impressive 23. And you've exhausted all your channel point blessings for the stream, which means you get hit by this attack. Thanks for the drink, Bandicoot. I don't deserve it for what I'm about to do. The giant cabbage looks at you, you having done a fair amount of damage to it. And as this cabbage stares at you, you see a faint crackle around it. But you realize soon that that's not a crackle. A storm of purple is approaching you. A storm of purple cabbage leaves, twisting and turning like a tornado. It starts to sweep you up. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to need you to make one more dodge check. That's Nate. Good. You step forward to face this attack, but you're suddenly knocked out of the way. By something quite a bit smaller than you. In the line of this tornado, on the ground, you see a lone figure in studded armor, with a cape flapping in the breeze, holding a greatsword, facing her fate.
Corin, I'm going to be a great adventurer, just like you. It was my dream to save people. And if I can do it to you, Corin, and I think I'll have been able to do that.
Laura, you idiot!
So, this is what it means to be an otaku. At least I got to do it.
As the giant cabbage... Whoops. I accidentally closed Mura's character sheet. I can't do that, not when the suspense is so high. As the tornado overtakes her, you see a rune pop up on Mura. It glows strong. But not strong enough. As the tornado picks up her body and tears her armor to shreds. Your kobold companion Mura lands in a broken and bloody pile on the ground. Her greatsword tossed like it's nothing. Mura isn't moving. But the cabbage is still there. What do you do? Does cabbage have any healing properties? You could heal her if she's not outright dead. You could check on Mura. That would cost you a turn. A turn that you might not have. I'm gonna leave it up to a poll. seeing the kobold that saved you when you just got here, lying crumpled on the floor, broken and scarred, fills you with a despair that you have never known. Korin Kadoya grew up in a comfortable life in America. The son of an expatriate. He had a happy childhood and friends. But when he moved to Japan for college, he isolated himself and lost all connection to people. Becoming a shut-in, he thought that his heart had hardened. But arriving in this world, in Axeltown, his thoughts can only turn to the relationships that he made that were only possible because of reincarnating in this wonderful world. The cabbage and the town matter much less to him than his friend right in front. With tears streaming down his face, he bolts it to what seems to be Mura's corpse. I'm going to need... Let's see here. What kind of skill can we use to see how Mura's doing? Let's go under general skills. What do we have here? There's no such thing as a medicine check in Konosuba TRPG, I'm afraid. You know what you do have? I'm just gonna make sure that I know the wording of this correctly. You think back on your memories of your life. And think back to what you know from Earth. Chat, if you can give me some knowledge from the modern world that you might have on how to check for injuries, say so in the chat. What knowledge do you have from the real world? From Earth? That would let you check to see how Mura's doing. Oh, I'm talking to Korin's brain cells. Give me a method. The first thing that you do is check for a pulse. There isn't one. The second thing you check is you look for the rise and fall of her breathing. She's not. You look for penetration wounds. While there are no penetration wounds, there are slashing wounds. Her skin is a darker purple than usual. You take your small, fragile friend and roll her onto her back. here's where I get spicy.
Do you have any knowledge from anime or manga or video games that might help you in this situation?
You start chest compressions. Hold her mouth closed and breathe into her nose to begin CPR as you think over what you've seen in media. Possibly how you've seen someone get healed on TV. You start doing chest compressions, but you can't think of the Bee Gees song. You start with, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? But you think that that's wrong. So you remember the other one, and you go to the tempo of, oh, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Alright. I'm gonna ask for a combined check. I'm going to need a dexterity check and a luck check. So I need 2d6s from chat. That's 7 for your dexterity. Alright, I'm gonna need one more d6 from chat, sorry. Since I'll count Bandicoots as half. There we go. Okay. So that's 4, 7 plus 10. As you do the compressions. Your knowledge gives you a little bit of a boost to your ability to perform this life-saving procedure. But it's not enough. And this has cost you your turn. The giant cabbage rears up again. And is about to send another tornado against you. But just as you're about to get hit, a familiar galaxy printed hole opens up above the giant cabbage. And that top half of the cabbage speeds out and lodges itself inside the giant cabbage. Knocking it flat, and the giant cabbage ceases to move. You don't notice any of that, though. Because you're looking at your friend Mura. And any feeling that you have towards the battle at hand has gone black. You stared at her for an inordinate amount of time. You have no idea how long has passed. Until you feel a tug on your pants. Just on the cuff of your leg. Gorin. You look back. And Dojan still doesn't look like they belong in this world. They still have that CRT glitching out sort of static to them. I may be able to be of assistance, but this will take you away from this place for quite some time. Do you wish to save your friend? Yes. I'd do anything to get Nora back. I was so alone for an entire year. I didn't know what it was like. Dojan, please, if you know anything, I might be able to assist. Mura can be saved, but not here. I can use my creation magic to pluck her from this world and put her in a stasis. This world doesn't have a way to bring her back, but there may be another. Will you join me in trying to bring your friend Mura back? You pick up Mura's body, and you hold her crumpled form. It's cold. Colder than any snow that you would have ever known. Now that might be your brain talking. But this is very, very real to you. Of course. I'd do anything. Very well. Dojan's staticky form raises a glitchy-looking staff. And Mura's body floats away from you and collapses into a singularity that looks like a ruby. Well, let's make it an amethyst. Mura will be preserved in there for whatever length of time you need her to be. You reach up towards the amethyst that Mura has collapsed into. It's about the size of your palm. Now then, I have not the foggiest idea where I'm going, but I won't be here. Take my hand, and we'll go together. You don't see Dojan anymore. All you see is a stream of tears. You reach out blindly for anything. And you feel a hand grab yours and pull you close into an embrace. Dear, I hardly thought that you had this in you. You played it so cool when we met. You really are an interesting one, aren't you, Korin Kadoya? And through the tears, you see the static take you over as well. As you and Dojan fade away from this world and are taken across the multiverse. The sounds of battle snuffed out. And that was episode 3. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't write anything for today. I didn't even write the recap. I took what I learned from acting school and tried to improvise with intent. You have a job to do now. You're leaving this universe to go and find a way to revive your friend Mura. You know what I will give you, though? I'm gonna give you a level up. So let's take care of that right now on the ending screen. Oh, and I guess I should also, give me one sec, do that. Oh, you're so nice, Carson. It barely looks like Felix who taught you. And I took that personally. I told you! I'm an apprentice under Felix. I take something that you love, make you love it even more, give you emotional weight, and then I let you fuck yourself over. All right, but let's roll for some cards. Let's do the end of episode maintenance. So, in order to level up, I'm gonna need some rolls. Each level gets you a 3-card booster pack, 1 point to put into general skills, or add a card to the pack, and 3 points to raise ability scores. So give me one sec. I'll give you your adventure card. Where are you? Okay, so here's your adventure card. Skill points are rounded from 3s. As your friend dies, a booster pack appears in your face. No, we're on the ending screen. That isn't happening. Anything that I say now isn't contributing anything besides leveling up. Gotta spare the dying or revivify. I mean, it depends on what universe you end up in, right? So how do you want to spend your skill points? Do you want... Here, I'm also gonna do this. Probably a good idea to have this here too. How do you want to spend your skill points? Do you want to spend them individually or put all 3 in a chunk? Putting them as all 3 in a chunk will generally raise the skill modifier by 1. Adding them individually might not have the same effect. Oh geez, that's tiny. What was that, pole for ants? There we go. We'll put the pole where Mura used to be. We'll go to the 1 minute mark. What's up, Bandicoot? Carson's gonna pull a new rule system for next sesh. Yeah, hey everyone, we're playing Blades in the Dark now. Alright, we're assigning them individually. So, let's vote. What stats do we have? We have Strength, Dex, Agility, Intelligence, Perception, Mind, and Luck. Ah, shit, I forgot Intelligence. That one too. Okay, so first stat, where is it going? Which one are we bumping up? How mean? Didn't even notice that she was gone? Yeah! There we go. You need more luck. Well, so keep in mind, your stats will round up in 3s. So your luck is already, like if you divide by 3, it's 4. You would have to put all your points into luck for that modifier to go up by 1. If you put 1 more point into mind, it'll go up. If you put 2 more in Intelligence and Perception, it'll go up. If you put 1 point in Agility, it'll go up. Did we want to redo? Now, with that information? Okay, we'll do a redo. There we go. Neville and Evil DM? I need a way for you guys to come back to me. I can't be evil all the time. You didn't understand that? Okay. I'll write it out. Modifier goes up by 1 for every 3 points. 3 equals 1, 6 equals 2, 9 equals 3. The modifier is a bit different because you have like some class points, but in general, it'll go up by 1 if you bump it up to a multiple of 3. So it looks like we're tied between Agility and Mind. What I will do is I'll say we'll allocate 1 point to Agility and 1 point to Mind. Okay? Because you got 1 more point after this. Give me 1 sec to add that to my notes, because I'm going to have to do a lot for the next Streamsekai. Alright. Oh, actually, I should probably write that in the, there we go, in the session notes, not the episode 3 notes. Alright. So that's mind, plus 1, agility, plus 1. You're at 11 to mind, but your adventurer class actually gives you a plus 1 to each stat. So that modifier is so high because of your class, as opposed to your stats. So your mind would be up to 5 now. Alright, you have 1 more point left. We'll do this poll 1 more time. Where's your last point going? You got how much to agility? You'll have 4 by the next session. Is everyone agreeing that we should level up luck? What's a good stat to have in this game? Yeah, so... Sorry, Kolnick, I haven't updated the scores yet. Your mind was at 11 before level up. You've already added 1 point to mind and 1 point to agility. So agility is going to be at 4, and mind's going to be at 5 by next session. You're just allocating your last point now. You got 3. Alright, we'll wait until the time active says 2 minutes, and it looks like we're probably gonna go with luck. Oh, and just so that you know, the enemy that you fought, its attack, let's see here, Greater Cabbage. It has a close combat attack of 3d6 plus 41. Okay, so it looks like your stat's going to luck. The d6s I rolled all landed on 2s. So that was 47 points. Muda had been hit by that cabbage earlier for 10. Sorry, she had been hit by that cabbage earlier that brought her from 46 HP to 39. So because of that hit she took earlier, she was unable to survive that attack, even with her defense boost. I did my best to make Mura survive that. I wasn't being completely evil. I gave her the biggest buff that I could with the circumstances involved. I made sure that she walked into that attack with the best outcome possible, and she could have survived it if the roll had been lower, and sorry, if the roll had been lower and she hadn't taken that hit. Only we could use a blessing on her or something? Yeah, it's rough. I wanted to make sure that that was as fair as possible. Mostly because I had stuff planned for if you survive this fight. and I didn't have anything planned if something happened to a character. So this is not something that I had expected to happen, so thank you everyone for causing me to be surprised. Alright, so we're adding a point to luck. Next up, on the docket. Do you want to put a point into general skills, or do you want to add a card to the booster pack? Just a reminder before I put the poll forward, a general skill is just that. It's something that's very general. So if there's an appraisal skill, an athletic skill, a carrying skill, deception, destruction, detect deception, enemy identification, religion, fishing, running away, history, hunting, investigation, life-saving, negotiation, party tricks, tracking, those are all general skills. So if you choose to put a point into a general skill, you can take one of those, and it will add a d6 to rolls of that flavor. What's the booster pack? So, because of Corrin's class, the way that he reincarnated, he has access to every class in the book through trading cards. Because of that, essentially, when he levels up, he gets a booster pack of skills related to those cards. Or, possibly, an enemy skill, or another class entirely. Again, there's a life-saving skill where when the target is knocked out, perform a dexterity check with a difficulty level of 10. If it succeeds, the target is no longer knocked out and their HP becomes 1. Yeah, you know who had that? Mura, just in case you got knocked out. I gave that skill to Mura. We got 4 votes. Did we want to do a tiebreaker, or did I want to do it randomly? If there's one more person in the chat who wants to vote for either a card or a skill, then you can go ahead and do that. Alright, we're getting a skill. I'm sure that I don't have to ask. You're getting life-saving skill, right? Just guessing. I got 2 yeses. What about you, chat? Penguin says yes? Alright, that's enough yeses where I'm going to write it down as you're getting life-saving skill. Okay. Now, I'd say this is the fun part, but after what happened, nothing's fun, everything's sad. So, here's the other thing that we have to do to level up. You get a 3-card booster pack. So, chat, roll a d6, please. I mean, okay, so I asked that question because I know that Trom had medical training. But I also want to flavor it, because Corrin has an ability called Flash of Reincarnation, where, because of prior knowledge, in the non-reincarnated world on our planet Earth, they get a +3 to a skill check. But, you gotta justify it in chat. I need to know why Corin knows this. Which is to say, I want you to explain how you add that 3. What does Corin know that you know? Because you're his brain cells. Kolnick also has some medical training in first aid stuff. That's cool! Yeah, so essentially, to use that flash of reincarnation, I want you to explain from your real life what you know about adding that +3. Anyways, you got a 4. A 4, I believe, is a class skill. So... give me 1 sec. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. It's not that. There's warrior, wizard, priest, thief, and archer. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll a d6. Number 3 is warrior wizard. You get a priest skill. Somebody roll exclamation point d20, please. You get priest skill number 4, which is Divine Guard. Let's see what Divine Guard does. Divine Guard. Once per scenario, use immediately after a damage roll where the target would take damage. Change that damage to 0. A skill to pray to the gods and use their mercy to protect the target. Okay. So you got Divine Guard. After the fact? Essentially, Bandicoot, on this level up, you got an ability that would have let you negate the damage that Mura took. We'll just say that that's fate making sure that that Corin doesn't have to deal with this again. Okay, I'm gonna need another d6 from chat, please. What's the second card that you got? That's another 3s. So I'm gonna need one more d6. 5. I believe that's an archer skill. That's something that you don't have anything in. It's cool. Okay. D6, please. Skill number... sorry. Skill number 5. 2 5s in a row. Neat. You got the sniping skill. You can add your luck to all your ranged attack damage. This effect lasts until the end of your turn. Yeah. So essentially, you can add your luck to any ranged attack when you use the archer class. Alright, gonna need some more rolls. Give me a d6, chat. Give me 1 sec. Just gonna label these so I know where to find them in the book. Okay, d6. Kolnick rolled a 4. A 4 is Thief, I believe, which is another class that you... I think you only have 1 skill in. You have maybe one skill in. Give me 1 sec. Streamsekai, adventure cards. Yeah, you just have skill bind as a thief. Alright. Oh wait. Sorry. I was wrong. That 4 means that you get a class skill. Or, hold on. Did I fuck up the last one? I think you might have actually gotten an enemy skill. Nope, 2 to 5 is a class skill. Okay. What was the next d6 that was rolled? Yeah, I'll share the behind the scenes of leveling up. You roll a d6 to figure out what type of card you get. If you roll a 2 to a 5, you get a class skill for a class that you already own. If you roll a 6, you get a new class entirely. And then, if you roll a 1, you get an enemy skill. Enemy skills are powerful. That's why they're confined to just 1. Enemy skills are skills like being amphibious, having a breath attack, just straight up deciding to apply a debuff. But there's a mine in there. There are weaknesses. There's theft hazard, which you choose 1 piece of loot, and if it's stolen, your HP becomes 0. That's what the cabbages have. There's weakness, where you have a weakness to an element or a weapon type. So it could be fantastic. You could be able to breathe underwater. Or, if someone steals your sword, you could get knocked out. Alright, but that was a 2. So with a 2, I believe you get... Wizard! Okay, need a d20, please. d20 in chat. Fire Red rolled a 4. Number 4 is Chanting Skill. I believe that's passive. Chanting Skill. Passive skill. Add 1d6 to magic checks, in general. So, any magic check that you have to make, you get an extra d6. So if you're casting Picadon, instead of rolling 2d6, you roll 3d6 now. You write that down. And that's gonna be, like, that's a passive, so you don't need to change your class to use that. That's just Korin now. So that's for attack and damage? Yep. Anytime you roll a magic check, you get an extra d6. So, enjoy that. Alright, and I believe that's level 3. God, you guys are only level 3. I'm just making sure that I don't have anything else that I need to do on the level up. Booster pack, 1 point into general skills, 3 points to raise ability scores, yep. And that's it. I just have to adjust your HP and MP. Unless it's on Mura? Okay. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out for Streamsekai. It's going to be an interesting next episode, because I have no idea what to do with that. I have not planned for the information that I was presented with today. I did not come into this session expecting that any sad would happen. But I had to do what the dice said. And the dice were angry. The dice were kind. The dice gave, and the dice took away. Join us next time for Corrin and Cyberpunk, I guess. But I'm going to be doing a stream on Friday. We're going to be doing the watch party in the Discord. We're going to be doing nothing on Saturday because I'm taking the day off because of school. And then on Sunday, we're going back to Ace Attorney. Now, because of what happened in Streamsekai, we'll see if Streamsekai is going to be on again next week. I just have to figure out what we're doing, and that might take a second with school. But I also have something in mind. I just have to see if it'll work out, if schedules will align. Awesome, emotionally scarring stream, given I didn't plan any of this. Yeah, that's all, I've also taken a page from Felix's book with that. Sometimes you just can't plan a session, you just gotta roll with the punches. Anyways, we're gonna raid Ziv the Kobold. He's playing Rocket League. Let him know that we killed Mura. Let Ziv the Kobold know that his kobold brethren has passed. And that we're fighting to get her back throughout the multiverse. Thank you so much for this emotionally charged Streamsekai session. I'll catch you later. See ya!